I'm Jonathan Spottiswoode, and I'm sort of like all over this thing. It's kind of ridiculous. I wrote it. I wrote the book, the lyrics. I composed it, which is kind of a no-no in musical theatre. You're supposed to have a book writer, and you're supposed to have a composer, a lyricist, and a protest. But in this particular case, I've written it all. And then to add insult to injury, I'm also, at least for the festival productions, I'm playing the role of DJ. One of the reasons for that is that I've been leading a band for many years, Spottiswoode and His Enemies. It's a 7-piece band. And so the 6 members, the 6-piece band in the show is my band. And several of the songs that we play the songs we played in concert. And the show it's tricky with these things. The show is sort of semi-autobiographical, but it's not. You know, it's kind of, there's some things that are true. So I felt more secure for the festival playing the role myself. I thought it should be an English-British person. But having said that, the level of actors that who come on board for this show, the 5 other actors are so damn good, I'm really intimidated by that. But whatever, I'm doing it for the festival, and then if Ewan McGregor is listening, you can have the role when it goes to Broadway, Ewan, I promise.
Yeah, we hope this show continues to go on like so many other NYMF shows have.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome. What is it like to see your work that you did all the writing and stuff, like what is it like to see it finally being put on stage and with actors and everything finally coming together?
It's really moving, actually. I mean, I'm used to having songs I write being played by musicians, being played by a band, covered by other artists, or just, I've been very blessed for the last 12 years with my band, I've been playing my songs. So I'm used to that. But I'll give you an example. About a week and a half ago, there's a song I wrote that suddenly there were these amazing harmonies being thrown on. The vocal arranger, Jeff Lowe, wonderfully amazing. And then the choreography by Janine Molinari. And to watch this whole song sort of go to a whole other level was amazing to me, especially because I particularly remembered that song. I wrote the song. It's a song called I'm in My Prime. It's a song for Dr. Charity. It's kind of a throwaway song when I wrote it, kind of a gospel number that didn't seem like much of a song. I thought it would fit. It was a place. I don't know if you write, but sometimes you might write a placeholder in a show. You go, okay, let's do it for the time being, and I'll come back to it. This is the kind of song. And I'd written this sort of gospel song as kind of a placeholder, and it had been 2 years ago. I was in London at the time, and it had been, for whatever reason, kind of a down period in my life. I remember that time, and just to think, looking back, and to think, if I'd known when I was writing this little song, I just thought it was nothing at the time, but it would become this amazing thing with these amazing singers, these arrangements, this choreography. And then, of course, on top of that, it's going to be part of a huge show. I mean, it was just very moving to me at that moment. I can't believe it. I remember when I wrote that song. I remember the mood I was in when I wrote that song. And now, if I'd known, there would have been a smile on my face this time.
That's awesome. What has been the most difficult challenge in the whole process? Because we all know everything is not as easy as it seems, and especially when different elements are being thrown at you, what has been the most difficult part of it all?
There's so many. It's such a journey. I mean, I knew before. It's funny. There's a mountain climber in this musical. It's set in New York, but there's a mountain climber called Isabel, the girl I'm in love with in this show. She runs off with a mountain climber, goes to the Himalayas for a bit. And they have a song about climbing a mountain. And I knew before doing this festival I had to look at it like climbing a mountain. And it was sort of like, it was going to be incredibly hard. And, so there were so many difficult things involved in it. I would say it really depends on the day. I mean, one huge thing is fundraising. I mean, that's a big thing. It costs a lot of money to put on a show here, and you've got to that takes a lot of energy. It's a combination of sort of all kinds of ways of begging your friends to put money in, and fans, and trying to get investors. And then right now, I mean, it's just a week out from our show.